So I've been running into a problem in coordinating my projects in terms of figuring out what my bottlenecks are going to be with development. Right now, I don't have a true project management tool in terms of resource allocation. In the past, I would use MS Project. For what we're doing right now, that's absolutely overkill. Plus, I'm on a Mac, so I don't want to have to use a virtual machine to emulate Windows to just run MS Project. I've done that in the past, and it's not cool. So right now, what I'm looking at is a really simple Gantt chart that I've created where I'm mapping out activities, the description, just week by week, and it's color coded. So for example, I'll have the team working in blue day by day for week 1. We have a presentation to the core team that's going to be the client side. Then I have feedback due in green, and I'm just kind of overlaying it week by week. There is no sort of automation that's being set up right now. So it's not factoring holidays, not factoring people's time off, etc. It is very simple for clients to understand, and I can show this to them during a weekly meeting. However, I need something a little bit smarter. What I'm thinking about doing is looking at Trello, because the team is using Trello individually and also on a team level. So here we are in a board for a sub-brand gear and company, and this board is really less of a project management board as opposed to just kind of like tracking resources. But I did notice something interesting. If you have a Trello business class account or enterprise, you can switch from a board view to a timeline view. Now, what I've realized, it's using the columns in your board to then kind of create the basis for a Gantt chart. However, this view will not work very well for list. I think I need to change it to label. Now I can go into my labels, so I go back into the board. Okay. I can do labels. Let's say pick one of these. Labels. What I would like to do is change my labels to follow our process. So discovery. We'll do design. Development. We'll do deploy. So now this blog post, if I gave it a date, I could do start date and end date. So now with a start date, I could say that begins on June the 8th. The due date will be June the 15th. And I could then do, let's say, publish. Blog post to the website. And now I can do dates again. And this time I may want it to start from the 16th. The key thing is that you have to remember to enable the start date. So from the 16th to maybe the 19th. From my labels, I'll give this, let's say, development. Maybe we need to do some custom CSS. And now if I go to the timeline view, now go to label, I now have the makings of a Gantt chart. So I could really start to look at the span of a project. instead of doing a week view, let's try monthly view. So now I have a much bigger bird's eye picture of how our project is shaping up. So I think I'm gonna try this, see how it works. I would like to also see maybe how multiple projects can be overlaid on top of one another and see if that makes sense. Take it from there. Thanks for watching.